Hello all and welcome to the webinar Signature a Demo on New Capabilities. We will first discuss the overview of the current features and then we can have a quick demo of the newest and the cool features which have come into Signature. After the webinar, we have an interesting poll question and I request everyone to answer the same. We will also have a Q&A session at the end of the webinar and you can type in your questions in the chat window for the same. So let us begin with the webinar. Okay, so introducing Signature. Signature is a solution where you can sign documents using multiple types of electronic signatures, digital signatures, and biometric signatures. Signature gives you a high level of security using the blockchain technology and allows you to sign documents from anywhere in the world using devices like mobile, laptop, or computer. It can be used by individuals, by enterprises for processes like API integration. So features overview, if we see the current features, we have the dashboard, statistics, links, alerts, notification. Various types of signing types ranging from electronic, digital to biometric, biometric including your fingerprint, iris, and face. The file formats supported in Signature are PDF, document, docx, PPT, XLS. Signing process includes setting observer, due dates, notifications, advanced options like setting reminders, etc. We also have a Signature mobile app where you can sign documents using the mobile application anywhere in the world. We have ready APIs for the customers who want to integrate Signature into their systems. A complete audit trail of the signing process is available every time you sign a document, which shows all the signing process happening, like who opened the document, when signed it, which signature was used, the location, and everything. The newest feature we have is document verification, where you can verify the document before signing. So if you want to sign a document and you just want to verify whether this was the same document you agreed to sign, you can just verify it. If there's a minute change of a full stop also, the verification process will show you that the document is not the same, and then you can probably see where the document is being tampered with. Another option we have is bulk signing, where you can send a document, a common document, to n number of signers at a time. What's new in this release? So talking about this release, what new features we have in this release? So one most important features we have in this release is self-signing. So self-signing is when you upload a document and you yourself want to sign the document. So you don't need to go through a long process of 4 steps. You just can sign the document in just simple 2 or 3 steps. The next we have is co-signing, where if I'm sending a document to a signer, to let's say 2 signers, and they both are going to sign the document. So what happens is one signer can just log in and the other can sign the document from his account, the signer one's account. So he just has to go through a OTP process where he gets a OTP on his mobile number, he puts in that and he can sign the document. Next we have is you can reassign the document or decline the document. So if you don't want to sign the document, you can just reassign to somebody from in your colleagues or your team. Reusable document templates is where you can define a template with number of signers, number of observers, and the type of signature, and you can reuse the same template again and again. You can just change the signers and everything. Next we have is restrict signers location. So if you want a particular document to be signed from a particular place, so you can restrict that periphery, that the user or the signer will be signing this document from that place only. If the signer is sitting beyond that location, he won't be able to sign the document. Next we have is access other users documents. So let's say me and one of my colleague, we want to share some documents, then I can just send him a request for accessing his documents and he can accept it. So I can view his document, I can see his documents. Next we have is AD authentication, wherein you can log in using your Windows password or your Renova password. So let's go through a quick demo of how these features are working. Okay, so I have logged into my signature account, and I will just choose a file here, uh, a demo file, which is a SOW sample. So we'll first go through the self-signing feature, where only if you are only the signer of the document, you yourself can sign the document immediately on the second screen itself. So I'll just select the type of document here. I'll put the document description, the sample SOW. I will select the signers here. So I am myself a signer. Let's say I want this person as a signer, and I want another this signer. So I've selected 3 signers here. I can define the parallel order or the sequential order here. So I'll just save and next. I'll select the electronic signature here. Do save and next. Okay. So on this page where I want the document, the signatures to pop up, I think there's some internet issue, connectivity issue. Just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. So for myself, I'll be signing here. Okay, so that's it. So in just simple one step, my sign comes and pops up. So if even I am the single person who's going to sign this document, I can just do it in the 3-step process. I don't need to go review and send the document, again open the application, again sign the document. So that's it. So this is one feature we've come up with. So I want David Hay to sign here, and I want Shruti to sign here. So these are 2 placeholder for these 2 people. I'll just save and next. Okay. So the second feature which we discussed, co-signing feature, which is enable co-signing, sign in person. So if I'm enabling co-sign, I'll just set up a due date and reminder for 1 day. So if I enable co-sign, now the document goes to David Hay, and also Shruti will be able to sign from the David Hay's account itself. So we will see a demo of how that works. I'll just finish it. Okay, so the document is sent. Now I'll log into David Hay's account, and here I'm getting a notification. So awaiting my sign, I can see this document here. Okay, so I will just sign now. Okay, so here it is. So click here to click to sign your e-signature. So when I click here, it will ask for David Hay's signature. I'll say done. And now this is some other person. So Shruti Vish is some other person, some other account, but still I will be able to sign from David Hay's account. So we can see how that happens is. So I'll just click here. Okay, so that now it is going to send me a OTP on my mobile number or the third person's mobile number. So I can just put in that OTP and sign from this account itself. So once I put the OTP, it asks me for a signature. So I can just select my signature. I can draw a signature, type whatever I want to. I can upload an image of my signature. So now I'll just type it and done. That's it. So I was into David Hay's account, but I could sign using this account. So co-signing wherein 2 people sign from the same account. Just finish this. Okay. Another feature we have is reassigning or declining a document to sign, wherein if a user or if a signer is going to send you a document, you can just reassign that document to somebody else. So if I have a document waiting for me to sign, I will just send a document to David Hay, and he will be able to decline, or he will be able to delegate that document to somebody else. So we'll just see how that works. I'll select the document category here. I'll select the signer. So right now I'll select signer David Hay because I'm sending a document to him. Save and next. Okay, so I want David Hay to sign here. I'll just save and next. I'll set a due date of 30, a reminder 1 day before, which has to go to David Hay, and I'll finish this. Okay, so this is David Hay, and I'm getting a notification here awaiting my sign. So now I don't want to sign this document. Like David Hay doesn't want to sign this document. So what he can do is he has two options. He can either delegate the document. So let's say I want to delegate. I want to send this document to somebody else, and I want that person to sign the document. So I can just delegate the document, putting a mail ID of that person, his name, and I'll just provide a reason. So what happens is once I delegate the document to somebody else, I won't be able to access that document, and the person to whom I have delegated the document will be able to sign the document. I can also decline to sign the document. Are you sure you want to decline? Yes. So I'll just provide a reason. I don't want to sign as we need to revise some clauses. So I can just put in a reason here, and I can just say I don't want to sign this document. This is the reason, and I am declining this document. So this is one of the feature which we have come up with. We have come up also with the reusable templates where you can just define the number of signers, number of the observers, and the signing types, etc. All things, and you can use that template again and again. So which will help you minimize the signing steps. So I'll show a demo of that also. Let me upload a document here. So this is the standard document. Let's say this is the standard document which I sent it out to all my clients for like for every deal we do. So I'll just select this as a SOW. I'll put a document description, sample SOW for ABC company. I'll define the number of signers. Let's say I want 2 signers every time from the client side to sign. Like one is me maybe, and one is the client. So I can just define the signers here. I define the observers here. I save and next. Select the type of signature. Once defined these parameters, the template will stay fixed. So once you define that these many number of signers, these many number of observers, these parameters are going to stay fixed. What you can change is the name of signer particularly. I want signer 1 to sign here. I want signer 2 to sign here. And I'll do save and next. I'll just save this template. Now what I can do is, now let's say I have a client ABC and I want to send this template to them. So I can just say use. And in just second step, I can send the document by defining only the signers, who the signers are going to be here. So I define this. The signer 1 is going to be, let's say, Deepika. The signer 2 is going to be me. I'll map observer here. I'll set a due date. That's it. So just in one step, you can just send a document. You need not every time, go through the lengthy process of defining the signers, defining all the parameters of signing, like how many signers you want, wherein the placeholder should be. So you need not define these all things again and again. You can just minimize all these steps. Another thing which we have come up is preferences. In preferences, you can just users. So I can request access. So I will request access to somebody for I want to see their documents. So I want to have a check on their documents. So I can just request access to. I'll say I request access to David Hay. I sent him an access request. So once I do that, David Hay will get a notification here. So once he gets the notification, if he so he got a request here saying that I want to access his documents. So he can either accept it or reject it. So if what happens if he accepts the request. So once he accepts the request, I can go into documents into my account and I can see all the documents of David here also. So here I get a drop down. So I can see my documents, I can see David Hayes documents. So this is David Hayes documents and this is my document. So probably a feature where two colleagues are working together and they want to share documents within themselves, they can use this feature. The next feature we have is we have integrated AD authentication, so wherein you can log in to your signature account using your Renova password and also your Windows password. So you need not keep different passwords for all these three. You can just use any of your password and access signature account. So this is about the new features we have come up with. We have many other features in our roadmap, like auto reassigning, wherein you auto reassign your document to a signer, where you keep a limit of, let's say, 10 days, and after 10 days, the document should get automatically reassigned to one of your colleagues. So very cool feature, I think. And also we have add-in for Word and Outlook, wherein you can just sign the documents from your Outlook itself. So a very great feature. One feature which had recently come up from our sales team was storing or exporting the documents into Google Drive and Dropbox. And yes, we are coming up with that also probably by this month end. And you will be able to export all your signed documents to Google Drive and Dropbox. So many features and very cool features coming up in the next release. For the people specifically who looking for the use cases, you can use signature across so many industries, across almost all business functions. Like you can use it into insurance industries, IT, manufacturing, healthcare, maintenance, anywhere you can use it, and almost all business functions. So be it purchase, be it sales, HR, operations, anything. So wherever document signing comes into picture, you can use signature. So I'll be running a poll here, and let's see what all answers we get from everybody here. A very interesting poll. Okay, so yes, I think the poll is open now, and I want everybody to answer for this question. Although we are promoting e-signatures, but yes, I would like to know answer for this questions. Some good answers here. So which pen do you prefer for signing your documents? Like in our school days, we must have used all of these types of pens, and I hope everybody is able to answer this question. Let's wait for 5 more seconds. Wow, so we have 80% of votes who have voted for this, and we have 50% of people who say fountain pen is the best for signing. 38% of people saying ballpoint pen, and 13 doesn't matter. Okay, so nobody wants to sign using gel pen. Cool. So I would request all of these people to use signature and not pens. Another question we have again in a poll. Let's see how many people are going to answer this. I'm launching the question here. Would you trust a electronically signed document as much as you trust a physically signed document? Yes or no? Okay, so we'll wait for 30 seconds for this poll to run. Wow. So 90% people have voted, and we have got 90% for e-signatures. So yes, you do trust a electronically signed document as much as you trust physically signed document. So yes, you can use signature wherever you want to physically sign a document. Please use signature and sign it electronically. That's it about the poll. We would like to start with the Q&A session, and I would request all the attendees to ask the questions in the chat box window, and I'm here to answer these questions. Okay, so I'm waiting for the questions to drop in, and let's see. Okay, so we have the first question. Any plan for Hyperledger? No, we don't have any plan for Hyperledger because we have built it on Ethereum blockchain. So yes, as a design architecture design choice, we are using Ethereum blockchain. So no, we don't have any plan for Hyperledger. This is Ethereum based, I guess. Yes, it is Ethereum based. Is it public or private? It's a private blockchain, Ethereum. Still waiting for the questions. Okay. Okay, so we have a question from our sales team asking how do we restrict signers location? Yes, we will show a demo for that also. And how will be hosting for different customers? So we have a question here saying one private blockchain per customer. I think this is a very technical question. I need to get back to you with my technical team itself for answering this question. And how will be the hosting for different customers? So currently we're hosting everything on our private blockchain and our private our Signet servers. And if customers are looking for a separate mode, yes, we can do that also. Any more questions? We're still waiting for the Q&A session. Privacy maintained between two customers on the same infra. So everything is encrypted here and is stored on blockchain, and for every tenant a different server is maintained. So I don't think we do have any privacy issues here. Private blockchain for a single user. Again, a technical question. We can get back to you. And for any like the deep technical queries, you can write us to hello@signature.io. So that basically this we're taking the question Q&A session would be for the demo part. Technical queries would be handled by our technical team. So you can write to us and we can get back to you with the answer for the same. Yes, any more questions? We're still open for the question answers. Yes, the recording will be available later, and we can send you all the recording. Also, we can arrange a personal demo for you if required. We can do that also. We can send you a link of this recording of the webinar, and you can watch it out once again. Any more questions still open for the questions? Fine. So I think that's it about the questions and the demo for today. And we would be really great to help you on any more questions you have at hello@signature.io. Meanwhile, you can always sign up for the free trial of Signature, which is for 30 days. You can visit our social media channels and know about the product updates and everything. For any support related queries, you can write to us at support@signature.io, and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you so much for attending today's webinar. Thanks a lot.